Good day, everybody. It's Trent Clarenbach with the Clarenbach Grain Report. Today is December the 16th, 2025. Let's talk soybean oil. Had a conversation today with Mark about soybean oil. He's wondering what's going to happen there. And the reason is Mark's a canola grower. He's also a trader. He's looking for some opportunities to short soybean oil. And if we talk about the correlation, I guess, between soybean oil and canola, and it's not perfect, but they're strongly correlated in the price action. There's a few times when they diverge on one another, but that time is usually few and far between. And the correlation isn't 1-to-1, but it's got a high correlation coefficient, I think. Don't quote me on this, but it's around 0.8, right? So it's fairly high, and it's considered highly correlated. So let's talk soybean oils. This is the weekly soybean oil futures chart, the continuous chart. And it was back, I think it was back here in July of 23. I identified a head and shoulders pattern that I was forming, and in my opinion had completed. We broke this neckline back in here, came back and retested the neckline, which is a typical chart pattern. And so I drew this red arrow down here for this head and shoulders measured move down to 30-30. So that time it was around 62. And I figured it would drop about, lose half its value. Now I don't do time analysis. People want to know when something's going to move by a certain date. Will soybean oil be this by a certain date? And it's almost a fool's errand to make those choices. I get caught up in it once in a while. And I try to correct myself as soon as I can when I do, but people want to be an expert. But the reality of it is, time analysis is extremely difficult to do. So this is the weekly chart, and we're staying above this trend line. And the pattern, in my mind, I say it's gone bullish here above 50. Right now we're trading at 48.40. I really don't think this thing is staying high. In fact, it's not. It's moving averages on there. And we found some resistance from this declining 200-week moving average. That's to be anticipated. Right now, we're below the screen 50-week moving average, okay? We need to be above the 50-period moving average. We're not. We're below it. We have this trend line here. We'll see how the price reacts to that trend line. But just think about this for a minute. If soybean oil and canola oil are strongly correlated, and soybean oil drops from 48 all the way down to this 30 range, then what does that mean? What does that mean for canola? And remember, this is a minimum move, a minimum price move. So this is I anticipate it to at least get down to this level. So if we lose, say, a third, or what is 18 on 48, that's a third of the value. That's oil. What does that mean for canola? Hard to say. But I don't think the price will move in a straight line. And this is the daily chart. And the daily chart, again, we're below these purple 200-day, below the green 50-day moving averages. I'm going to turn on the TD sequential indicator here. And we're on a red 9 here. So this is a candle. It's a buy candle, I guess you might say, and you anticipate a 1 to 4 period, in this case day, rally reversal in the price. So maybe get back up to that 49.45, this Fibonacci level. But maybe what we do is we rally up higher up to around that 50 range, and that'll coincide with what they call a death cross. It's when the 50-period moving average, or 50-day moving average, crosses below a 200-day moving average. It's called the death cross. Now, the death cross, it carries a lot of significance, but really you don't anticipate it to be significant unless the price is in proximity to that crossing, or the point where they cross. So if we get a 1 to 4 day rally, potentially we could be up in that area. So I want to be aware of that. That could be a good short opportunity for somebody if they're looking to do a short. And again, you'd want to next level. If it is short, and our next level of interest is this trend line, but then Turn on the weekly chart again here. And I just feel it's going to keep moving down to this 30 level, but that's what I think will happen. Let's see if it does. My name is Trent Clarenbach. It's sunny in Saskatoon. Life's good.